Here we go.
I am with you.
EMP activated.
Incoming.
You can't catch me.
I'm not really much shit talking. Watch.
Glorious.
Provided everything on it. Other than, to me, it was really. But that's just me. A lot of people love it. That's on that. October 15th.
Hello everyone. I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. I'm Shinya Takahashi.
Oh, that's what he looks like.
And that was, of course, the latest trailer for Overwatch by Blizzard Entertainment. The game is scheduled for release on Nintendo Switch October 15th, so please look forward to it. Okay, let's get into our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines. Please take a look.
You gotta see these floors of the hotel for yourself. Luigi's Mansion 3 takes place in a haunted hotel, where every floor has a distinct theme unlike any other. Case in point, Tomb Suites.
Cool looking.
I mean, a pyramid inside a hotel? Guess we should expect some mummies, harsh sands, and booby traps. As for the other floors, well, there's a disco floor, a pirate-themed restaurant. You get the idea. May not be the usual amenities, but there's a rogues gallery of bosses to check out before you, well, check out. Speaking of amenities, step right up to this all-new attraction, Screen Park. In this party mode, there's a Luigi team and a Gooigi team. With only one Nintendo Switch system, 2 to 8 players can battle it out. See which team can defeat the most ghosts.
That's kinda awesome.
Collect the most coins by piloting floaties with the Poltergust G00 and break the most targets. Hey, even Luigi needs a break sometimes. Luigi's Mansion 3 opens its doors on October 31st, just in time for Halloween. Get a load of this new free-to-start Kirby game. The combined forces of Kirby, 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 and Kirby are in for some wicked boss fights. We're calling it Super Kirby Clash. Take up quests in town, and collectively, you and your team will pick 4 jobs.
Nothing for me.
That's right. Get your weapons, get your gear, and get ready. Some mighty tough enemies await. There are more than 100 quests. So, get a look at your enemy and make sure you have the right jobs for the job. The key to victory is to know your role and work as a team. You can play alone, together on one system, team up via local wireless, or even play online.
I like that they're trying to show off the Switch Mini and the trailers.
It'll be time to unite with friends and players from around the world and overcome each challenging quest when Super Kirby Clash launches later today. And remember, it's free to start too.
Huh.
This long-awaited, recently released RPG is getting a remake. After 25 years, fans of the Mana series can look forward to the HD remake of the 3rd game in the trilogy, Trials of Mana. From 6 different characters, you'll choose a protagonist and 2 companions. The ones you choose will determine which of the interwoven stories you'll follow through this reimagined world.
Now you remember what will happen to dear Jessica if I die.
She's
This
massive.
interference will not be forgotten.
As each character advances, they'll have the opportunity to switch their class, allowing them to learn stronger special moves and spells, step into the light, or show your dark side when picking your class to change your character's appearance and abilities. Unlike the classic version, characters have full range of movement, including jumping and combo attacks for each member of your party. Once again, the wheels of fate are beginning to turn. Find out what's in store for the beloved world of Trials of Mana on April 24th.
Almost time for my birthday. Not that I'm really excited.
Just what happened to the crew of this doomed ship? The Oberdin vanished at sea in 1803, only to wash up 4 years later in Falmouth, England with no sign of survivors. The fate of the crew remains unknown. As an insurance investigator for the East India Company, you must board the ship and uncover the mystery of its disappearance and return. Your analysis will rely heavily on one less than ordinary device. Use the power of the Momentum Mortem pocket watch to turn back time and witness each soul's last moment.
You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
Explore the ship,
Cool, actually, 'cause I don't really know anything
observe
about
the
this game,
situation,
so it's kind of nice
and
to
record
see
your logical deductions.
a little bit of info.
Without you, the true tale will never be told. What brought the Oberdin to such an end? Little by little, tease apart the misfortunes of the ship and its crew to solve the mystery. Return of the Oberdin arrives on Nintendo Switch in fall 2019. There's a small town out there with a big secret.
Oh, is this town?
Never leave town.
Okay.
That is the rule agreed upon by the people of this peaceful town and the castle protecting it. One day, there suddenly appeared a giant monster. To defend the townspeople, one boy named Axe will stand up to face it. And the only weapons he'll need are ideas. But to win one of these battles, you must know when to use them. Strategy is everything if there's any hope to win. During battle, you can move around to garner support from townspeople. Take advantage to gain the advantage. Seize every opportunity to protect your town in this new RPG from Game Freak. And almost all the music in the game was composed by Undertale creator Toby Fox. Little Town Hero will make a stand on Nintendo Switch October 16th.
I don't really have any interest in that
You can pre-purchase and preload the game later today.
Game Freak is spreading out a little bit.
Fall is coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
And Smash Bros. Hope they don't spend 20 minutes on
We can finally confirm the release
Don't
date
care
of
about
Challenger
that.
Pack 3, Banjo and Kazooie.
It seems like I don't care about anything.
Banjo
here.
and
Why am I
Kazooie.
watching this?
And the release date is today. After today's Nintendo Direct, we'll broadcast a video detailing how to use Banjo and Kazooie, featuring the game's director, Masahiro Sakurai.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
As a special treat, the video will begin immediately following the Nintendo Direct you're watching right now.
Oh, I love that.
To tide yourself over until the release of Banjo and Kazooie, please check it out. But first,
Okay. These are the SNK characters they're talking about, yeah. Now people are pretty upset about this.
Cover!
Okay. Please tell me this is the last Smash Bros. Thing.
So, Terry Bogard from Fatal Fury is joining the battle. That means we've revealed 4 of the 5 fighters included in the Fighter's Pass. Can there really be only one left?
And there's more.
We're happy to confirm the development of more DLC fighters for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Outside the 5 fighters included in the Fighter's Pass, we can confirm that other new fighters are in development. The battle isn't over yet.
Okay. Watch as I care.
So, what do you think? Regarding what was announced about additional fighters at the end of that segment, we'll have more to share with you in the future.
What I think.
For now, let's continue with some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Try not to be so negative about that.
It's about time to wake the Windfish in The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, which means the next big adventure on Nintendo Switch is fast approaching. You'll meet some strangely endearing islanders, face a series of puzzling tasks, and encounter some oddly familiar faces. Whatever happens, help Link escape Koholint Island before its mysteries get the best of him. With the all-new Chamber Dungeon, you can place chambers earned on your adventure to arrange your own dungeons, add in plus effects that alter chambers, and save chamber dungeons to a compatible amiibo figure featuring a character from the Legend of Zelda series. That way, your friends can play them. Be ready! The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening will launch before you know it on September 20th. The new Link amiibo figure will be available that same day.
Awesome. That I'm excited about.
You know the hero's might from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now join his adventure. Dragon Quest XI-S, Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition is exactly that. The most complete version of a sprawling adventure story that allows you to choose between HD and 2D graphics. Travel to past Dragon Quest worlds and experience new character-focused stories. The day the game launches, free downloadable content can be found in the Champions Pack, including consumable items and more equipment that can change the appearance of party members. An RPG giant draws near. Dragon Quest XI-S, Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition journeys onto Nintendo Switch September 27th. Until then, you can prepare for your adventure with the free demo on Nintendo eShop.
Okay, free demo. Might take a look. We'll see. Got a busy day ahead of me.
Looking for more Fire Emblem goodness? Then say hello to Tokyo! The worlds of the Fire Emblem series and Atlas games have crossed paths, and the result is coming to Nintendo Switch.
They could not have picked games that
The story takes place in modern-day Tokyo, where creative energy is so abundant it's materialized into something called Performa, which attracts wicked mirages who suck it out of people. You'll face off against this threat as up-and-comer Itsuki Aoi and his friends who are trying to make it in the entertainment business. Fire Emblem characters like Chrom and Sita will join you from another dimension. Together, you'll wage deep, turn-based battles, blending the combat of the Fire Emblem and Shin Megami Tensei series. And, in the Nintendo Switch version, there's a new song that wasn't included in the original. Be sure to check out the other new features, from the new story elements to the characters joining you in battle for the first time. Hey, is that Tiki? Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE Encore releases on January 17th. You can pre-purchase the game later today. Welcome back to where nothing is what it seems. Boston, 2019. It all begins again when FBI agent Aaliyah Davis opens an investigation into an old serial killer case. She also opens a door to the unknown. A door that also takes us back to New Orleans. 14 years ago.
Excuse me?
Here, our story follows an FBI agent who goes by the name of York.
Zach, it looks like
The journey between past and present will take Aaliyah and York on a winding path. But what lies at the end? Will it be truth or madness? Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise, boggles and beguiles on Nintendo Switch in 2020. And now for a shocker. The original game in the series will launch on Nintendo eShop as Deadly Premonition Origins later today.
Okay.
Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition is finally coming to Nintendo Switch. Check it out.
Yeah, I just don't care about any of this. I am really amazed.
And now for a message from Bethesda.
Hey Nintendo fans, Pete Hines from Bethesda. On behalf of everyone at id Software, I'm excited to announce something really cool that we have coming to Nintendo Switch later this year. I'm sure many of you have fond memories of spending countless hours playing your favorite games on Nintendo 64. Well, this year is the 25th anniversary of Doom, one of the most popular first-person shooter franchises ever. And to celebrate, we're re-releasing one of our favorite games, Doom 64. For the first time since its original release in 1997, Doom 64 will be officially available on a Nintendo console. Relive your crusade against the demons in more than 30 action-packed levels. Or if you're a newcomer, experience the retro first-person shooter that helped make Doom one of the most popular shooter franchises in history.
It looks like they fixed the lighting issue.
Doom 64 will release on Nintendo Switch on November 22nd this year.
Yeah, that's kind of neat, though.
Introducing a brand new IP from developer Hi-Rez Studios, Rogue Company. To most of the world, Rogue Company is a rumor at best, but its operatives are the real deal. And as one of these elite specialists, you'll face challenges which will require your specialized abilities and tools to combat the infamous organization Jackal. Play against friends or match up with a similarly skilled team online in a variety of objective-based game modes. Whether you wield guns, gadgets, or melee weapons, your playstyle will depend on your choice of mercenary, which can be fully customized. There will be plenty of modes, maps, weapons, skins, in-game events, and more. When Rogue Company sneaks up on Nintendo Switch in 2020.
Looks like a normal-ass shooter.
How's it going? Next, the new titles in the core Pokemon RPG series, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. We have more information to share that will shed new light on this next Pokemon adventure. Please take a look.
Okay, now I don't care.
Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield take place in the Galar region, a scenic land where people and Pokemon work together toward a prosperous future. Among them, you'll encounter new Pokemon and meet new people throughout your adventure. Today, we'll cover 4 features you can look forward to. First, customizing your look. Once again, the latest entry in the series lets you pick your outfit. This time, it's not just tops and bottoms, but a wide variety, including outerwear and gloves. Plus, you can change your hairstyle
Yeah, that's kind of neat.
or put on a little makeup. There's a lot more to becoming a champion than simply honing your battle skills. You've got to look the part too, don't you think?
That's interesting.
Second, Pokemon Camp. During your journey through the Galar region, You can camp anytime at Pokemon Camp. While you're there, you can play with your Pokemon. And as you get to know them better, they'll also improve in battle. Additionally, in the wild area, you can visit other players' camps too. Feel free to bring along one of your Pokemon and hang out with up to 3 other players at the camp. We definitely recommend interacting with another player's Pokemon. Third, curry on rice. Pokemon Camp is also a great place to cook up a dish that is very popular in the Galar region, curry on rice. How your curry turns out and what type it is ultimately depends on which berries and other ingredients you use. Not to mention the heart you put into it. There are more than 100 types, and each one you cook up will be registered in your curry decks. The goal? To master the art of curry. Huh? What's that Pokemon doing here? And fourth, we'll introduce some new Pokemon discovered in the Galar region. First is Poltegeist. Normally, it makes a home for itself by hiding amongst tableware at hotels and restaurants. Its body is made of tea, complete with its own aroma and flavor. It may even allow a trusting trainer to taste its tea. This ghost-type Pokemon also has a special ability called Weak Armor. Next, another new Pokemon called Cramorant. This flying and water-type Pokemon has one huge appetite. It will swallow anything it can fit in its mouth. When it uses Surf or Dive during battle, watch as it rises from the water, along with the catch in its mouth. If it takes damage in this state, it'll retaliate by spitting out its catch at the attacker. This is Cramorant's exclusive new ability, Gulp Missile. And that's all we have to share with you today. Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield will launch on Nintendo Switch November 15th.
Well, how about that? There are still 2 more months until the game releases. Please look forward to the day you can start your new adventure in the Galar region. So, it's been about a year since we began offering Nintendo Switch Online memberships. With Nintendo Switch Online, we're providing a variety of games and fun features. And now, we're looking to add in an additional library of games.
Super Nintendo.
It's called Super Nintendo Entertainment System Nintendo Switch Online. With this, you can play a variety of classic Super NES games on Nintendo Switch. There are some you may not expect, like Stunt Race FX, which will be available to play on another system for the first time. You can face off or team up in local multiplayer by passing a Joy-Con controller to a friend, or even play together online. Oh, and the rewind function will be available from launch.
When's the launch? This is cool.
Here are the first games we plan to release. All 20 of the games you see on screen will launch tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Of course, we will eventually add more to the lineup.
Eventually.
This offer is exclusively available to Nintendo Switch Online members, so please enjoy them at no additional charge. Oh, you noticed this, did you?
No.
To recapture the original feel of these games, we will be releasing a Super Nintendo Entertainment System Nintendo Switch Online exclusive controller as a special offer. To charge it, you can use a USB cable, just like the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. This Super NES-style controller will be available for purchase exclusively for Nintendo Switch Online members. Visit the Nintendo website for the latest information on its release. Wouldn't it be nice to play those games again with one of these controllers? Well, let's move on to some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Sure, you know Tetris, but can you survive this? Nintendo Switch Online members, the large-scale puzzle battle game Tetris 99 is getting a free update. Tetris 99 Invictus is here, and not for the faint of heart. You can't even play it until you achieve Tetris Maximus status. Can you survive against the best of the best? Well, good luck. We're also adding in daily missions for some added challenges. By clearing these missions, you can acquire tickets and exchange them for a variety of custom themes. Sweet! To showcase your accomplishments, we're tossing in a vast array of new player icons too. Beyond that, the second wave of paid DLC is here as well. In 2-player share battle mode, pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend for a 2-player game against each other and the CPU, and get together with friends to battle via local wireless on your Nintendo Switch systems in local arena mode. The version 2.0 update for Tetris 99 will be available tomorrow. A packaged version, including the game, DLC, and a Nintendo Switch Online 12-month individual membership will be available September 6th.
2 days. I might find that.
Mario and Sonic are ready to kick it old school in Tokyo.
Very loud.
Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games has become a tradition of its own. This time, there are more than 20 events, including the 100-meter.
Stands to reason.
Football.
Sorry about that.
Rugby sevens, sport climbing, badminton, gymnastics, surfing, and you know what? There's more where that came from. Check out these 10 retro style events. Each one
So I was interested
offers
about
sweet
this.
2D style graphics.
The
They're all
2D
new,
events,
all retro,
because that looks
and very
kind of
refreshing
awesome.
to play. On top of that, there are new mini games, unlockable characters, and a story
I don't think I'm
mode
actually
in which
gonna
Mario,
buy the
Sonic,
game, but
Bowser, and Dr. Eggman
looks
must
pretty cool.
escape from a game based on the Olympic Games Tokyo 1964. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 will go for the gold
November 5th. Appreciate the 2D style switching that.
The next
showing
Daemon
up.
X Machina demo will be here sooner than you
Ooh,
think.
prologue demo.
Ahead of the full game's release next week,
Hold on.
the free demo version, Daemon X Machina Prologue Demo, will be available for download later today. In this prologue, you'll man your mech through the beginning
Yeah,
of
the
the game.
2D style looks really
And
cool. I'm
all of your
kind
progress
of,
can carry
I'm
over
kind
to
of
the full
interested in
game.
that.
If you've never played a mech action game and you're wondering what they're all about, this is the perfect time.
Honestly, you missed
for a
earlier.
test run.
Basically, everything they were showing, I had
Feature of this demo
no
is the
interest in.
co-op mode for up to 4 players.
I'm sure you
Happy
weren't,
to report that
wouldn't
if you
be
played
horribly
via
surprised
mobile
by
wireless.
that, but
So, gather your friends.
it's been a very disappointing direct for me so far.
The full game will also support online play. Be ready by customizing your mech and honing your skills on missions.
Yeah,
What
you
hides
shouldn't
beneath
be.
your mech's
If you were
armor?
surprised,
A
then
god or a
I'd be
demon.
disappointed.
Daemon X Machina will be ready for action September 13th. A Star Wars classic so fun, it's back for more. Kyle Katarn, agent of the New Republic, is our only hope to stop a rogue Jedi. Get your lightsaber at the ready, blaster in hand. and
That's
prepare to wield the
interesting.
full power of the Force. Courtesy of Aspire, the full single-player experience of Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast is coming to
Oh
Nintendo Switch
my.
September 24th.
Oh my, indeed. That's interesting.
We've got new details on some upcoming
Ooh, I
games.
would have loved to have the Force Unleashed games on Switch.
You are Geralt of Rivia, mercenary monster slayer. Your current contract? Tracking down a living
Okay.
weapon known as the Child of Prophecy. You'll have a whole world to explore, at home and on the go. When The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt completed
That would be cool.
comes to Nintendo Switch
Here's
on
hoping.
October 15th.
Absolutely.
And all downloadable content and story expansions are along for the ride.
Now this is something I
Become the most feared pirate in
couldn't
the Caribbean
care
in
less
Assassin's Creed
about.
4 Black Flag. Then transform into the ultimate assassin hunter in Assassin's Creed Rogue. That's 2 action-packed games for one great value.
Okay.
All past DLC.
Black Flag and
features like
Rogue.
touch control and motion aiming, coming exclusively to Nintendo Switch and Assassin's
But
Creed.
will they be
Rebels.
better than
Battle for
3
survival at the
on
edge of the
Switch?
Savage Frontier in the online free-to-play action RPG.
FPS
genre.
looks sexy.
Whether you're a veteran looking to take your Slayer on the go, or a rookie ready to forge your
Yeah,
legacy, you'll hone
the
your
games
skills
looked good on the
crafting
trailer they
customized
showed,
hundreds of
but
gear options.
who
Team
knows?
up with other Slayers
Because
to
yeah,
take on
on
boss-sized behemoths.
apparently
As you can see, the
remastered on
Labs are adding
Switch
loads of new
is
content in
rough.
anticipation of the game's launch on Nintendo Switch.
Sacrifice
Learn more
FPS
on
reportability, but it just depends on how bad they drop. I've heard it's in the 20s,
Open your calendar. More games
which
are on the way.
I'm very tolerant over frame rate, but even that is rough. Ooh, Just Dance. Turn that down a smidge. Can't wait for Just Dance. Can you wait for Farming Simulator, though? I've always wanted to get into Farming Simulator, actually. It will be so different from last year. Oh, I'm sure it will. It'll be the same garbage songs. Oh, Call of Cthulhu. Outer Worlds. Oh, Devil May Cry 2. Okay. Why show Devil May Cry 2 and not 3? That's upsetting. If I have to fucking wait for Devil May Cry 2 to release to hear anything about 3, I'm gonna be pissed.
Animal Crossing: New Horizons.
Switch Lite looking thin. It is thin. I'll never buy one, but they're pretty thin. Ah. Play DMC2 on an emulator, so it'll be nice to see it run correctly. I mean, I didn't hate Devil May Cry 2, not by any means.
Thank
but
you for choosing the Deserted Island Getaway package.
I'm okay not
A
playing it
laid-back,
again.
Relaxing time and a haven of nature awaits. For you and the other folks participating in the Getaway package,
I guess they'll slowly release the DMC games based on the time between 1 and 2. Didn't hate it either, it just felt
It may
weird.
be a deserted island.
It was weird,
but
and
the
you know,
resident services building at its center is here to support your needs, so there's nothing to
not
worry
Itsuno.
about.
No, it is Itsuno. Hideaki Itsuno, he jumped on
starters, we'll
as
provide you
developer
with
the
a
last
tent.
2 months of the game's development to try to save it.
Please select a spot where you'd
I'm
like it
so
set
glad
up.
he got the second chance to do 3,
Oh,
though.
and there's something else. We'd like to offer
Combo
you an
system's
original
really different.
Nook Inc. Nook
It
phone.
was the whole
It comes pre-installed
Nook
with a
phone.
variety of apps
The
for
whole
all your deserted island needs, including recipes for crafting
It's like
tools
it was like a
and furniture.
tilt-based combo system with the analog stick.
Let's
That was
start
really
by
hard to
crafting
get
an
over.
axe. We're going to need some materials, like branches
Not standard. It is absolutely not standard. It's weird.
and stones. Then we'll head to resident services.
So I'm
and
excited
use the
for Animal
workbench.
Crossing, like really excited, but I would have been okay to not
Nicely
see
done.
any more of it before the game came out.
You can use the tools
Like I
and
feel like the
craft
time
to
could have been
acquire
better
new
spent on
materials,
something else in the
like
trailer
this.
or in the direct.
And with those,
Like,
you can craft
I don't know, let's say
more
Pikmin.
items.
Hopefully Pikmin.
Feel free to place
But yeah, I
furniture
am so
inside
excited for Animal Crossing. I don't even want to try to deny
or
that.
outside.
Nintendo looking like
You
Hollywood
can
over
fine-tune
here
the
with their
arrangement
spoilers.
So that the decor expresses your style.
Fucking Nintendo.
And you can fully enjoy the deserted
Spoiling
island life.
everything. Bastards.
Let's head back to resident services. Here we sell tools and furniture. We also buy your unwanted items, including any weeds you remove, as part of our island cleanup plan. In addition to the usual
How many
in-game
weeds did
currency
they pluck
bells,
for that to
you
be
can also
150
earn Nook
bells?
miles
Jesus
through
Christ.
The Nook mileage program. You can exchange your miles for special items and recipes. You'll earn miles through a host of activities on the island, so be sure to take advantage of this program.
That's the different type of weed
There
that
are
they're
many
picking.
ways to experience the joys of life on a deserted island. Go fishing, catch some bugs, tend
Looks
to
so
flowers,
good.
and pick them to make a garland.
You know how many weeds just kind of
Thanks to
show up?
crafting, even
That's
weeds
true.
have their uses.
Well, that's kind of true. I did the Pretty Town ordinance in New Leaf, so I almost never had any weeds show up.
A nutritious
Oh,
snack
watching this
will help
makes
you
me
shove
want to
up a tree
play
in no time.
New Leaf again.
Plant it somewhere else to change things up in that corner of the island.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. You just put the
The
entire
scenery
tree in your
changes
pocket.
with the time and
Yeah.
weather. There will be sunshine, cloudy days, rainfall, and enough wind to shake the trees.
That's cool. It's got wind and
Depending on
shit.
the
That's
time of
awesome.
day and the season, you'll encounter different creatures to catch too. Sociable types who live together on the same island can play simultaneously.
Can't wait for a
Up to
hurricane
4
to kill
players at a
everything.
time on one system.
Hey, I mean,
We
it
hope
could
you
be,
enjoy living together
it's that
and
new one,
working
Dorian,
together
where
in
it's
the
just
same
kind of
space.
sat there for a while,
With a
just
local
not doing
wireless
much.
or internet connection,
You never
you
know.
can travel to another player's island.
Well, the
for a
weather was
total
based
of
on where
8
you actually
players
are
in one
located.
visit.
So if it's,
The whole
no, let's say
scene
stormy
gets
where you
meant to
are,
be.
it's stormy in the
Why
game.
not snap a photo with
I
everyone?
feel like that'd be kind of
and make
neat.
it a lasting
Really hard to
memory?
do, I'd imagine, though.
How's Deserted Island life looking?
You see all the people getting
What
upset
we've
about the
shown
fact
here
that you can
today
be black
is
in this
truly
game.
Just the beginning.
Yeah,
There's
people
so
are
much
pathetic.
more waiting to be discovered. So many activities.
Like with their day-night
animals
stuff.
to encounter,
Exactly, like that'd be
and
cool.
more calling to you from the island.
Ooh.
We can't wait for you to experience the Nook Inc. Deserted Island Getaway Package.
Nintendo Direct chats are just so toxic. I don't even want to.
So, how'd it look? There's still a bit more time until the game launches, so please stay tuned.
Oh, Minecraft.
Alright, the next game will
Yeah,
be
I'm
our last
not even
announcement
gonna watch
of the
that.
day. Please give
Kind
it
of
a look.
ridiculous. If their OC doesn't get in Smash, you'll hear about it. Basically, any fan base is super toxic, especially on the internet. What the fuck is this? Is this Xenoblade? This is Xenoblade. This is Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Is this coming to Switch? Is this a fucking Xenoblade?
Huh?
Okay.
The future.
Yeah, I'm into this. Because I have it on the Wii, or the Wii U rather, for the, you know, the download thing. But I hate turning on my Wii U, so this will be awesome. Finally, I'll be able to play a Xenoblade game I actually like on Switch. It looks like a real game now. It does. It does. It doesn't look so gross. 2020.
Monolith Soft's Xenoblade Chronicles, which originally released in 2012 on the Wii system, is destined to be
Why you
reborn
gotta
on
diss
Nintendo
2 like
Switch
that?
as Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition.
You monster.
The game is planned for
I
release
played
in
2 for
2020. Please look
definitely
forward
not
to
long
more
enough. I
announcements
played
in
it for
the
maybe
future.
5 or so
That's it for
hours.
today. Thank you for watching.
I was so bored with it. Is that really it? Huh. Okay. I'm not gonna be watching that. That was fast. I mean, I'm most excited about Zelda and Animal Crossing, but we already knew about those. Say new things. Xenoblade Chronicles. That's probably the thing I'm most excited about. But they didn't. This was a disappointing direct. Like, yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. I'm gonna buy a Xenoblade for sure. Oh, I'm gonna buy it too, depending on how much money I have. Because it'll be good to actually go through the game on my own. I mean, I played it for maybe 10 hours on the Wii U, and that's like, what, like a 20th of the game? But it'll be cool to actually be able to go through it all the way. But yeah, this direct kind of sucked. Of all the directs I could have had the day off to watch, why was it this one? Yeah, I mean, I have no interest in Smash Brothers. They opened it up with Overwatch. Couldn't care less about that. There was that new IP they showed. Just looks like a generic shooter. Luigi's Mansion, yeah, I'm really excited for, but maybe it's not new. What else? Don't care about Dragon Warrior. Not Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest. Yeah, don't care about Dragon Quest, so that did nothing for me. What else was there? I'm sure there's more, but yeah. Basically everything on the Direct I did not care about. How about yourself, Matthew? What did you think? Sure, you probably got more interest out of Dragon Quest than I did. Oh, Trials of Mana actually looked kind of interesting. All the super cool shit is too fresh to have info about. Haven't played Dragon Quest, so IDK might play the demo. Yeah, I might play the demo too. At the very least, I'll download it. Don't know if I'll actually get around to playing it. Yeah. That Direct kind of sucked. Oh, actually, it was basically worth it for the Super Nintendo online games. That was pretty awesome. Because the list they showed was actually pretty cool. Let's see if I can pull it up on here. Oh, and Doom 64, that was strange too. Completely forgot about that. Alright, so I have the games on here. Brawl Brothers, Demon's Crest, that's pretty cool. Joe and Mac. Kirby's Dream Land 3, that's an interesting one. SNES Time, Super Metroid hype. Star Fox. Oh yeah, there's Super Metroid on here. For some reason, I thought they wouldn't have it for some reason, even though that makes zero sense. Mario Kart, Yoshi's Island, Puyo Puyo 2, Breath of Fire. Kirby's Dream Course, Stunt Race FX was interesting to see. But all the rest, yeah, I mean, they're pretty good choices. So I can't even complain about that. Not sure how many of them I'll actually play. I mean, of course I'll play like Link to the Past. Still need to get around to actually playing Star Fox. Super Mario... Ooh, actually, Super Mario Kart. That's awesome to have on Switch. Because if they were doing the same thing that they did with the NES games where you can play online, that's cool. Like, that'll be pretty fucking cool. Can't wait to get obscure Super Nintendo game a month. Yeah. Yeah, I hope Nintendo gets better about that. At least with this, they can justify doing 1 or 2 NES games and a Super Nintendo game every month. That, I feel that's 3 games a month. It's not huge, but it's something. And Super Nintendo has such a huge lineup of games that hopefully they'll take longer than a month to start delving into the super obscure games that no one wants. Because with the NES, they got there pretty quick. I mean, there's a lot of great NES games, but they didn't do that. Hopefully N64 in a year or 2. Yeah, I mean, based on what they were saying, because, it's been about a year since the NES Online launched, waiting another year for N64, that would make sense. Not a lot of NES games are SNES quality. True. but there's still way more good NES games than they put on the service. Like, sure, I'd be okay if they double dipped into the same franchises. And I think part of the reason they didn't do that is because they'd have to pay royalties to, like, Konami and Capcom. Because, I mean, God, imagine having, like, all 6 Mega Man games, or all the Castlevanias, or, like, Contra. Like, that'd be cool, but they didn't do that. With this, though, it seems like they're kind of spreading out a little bit, because Demon's Crest should be Capcom, if I believe. Breath of Fire, no. Yeah, I think Demon's Crest is Capcom. I think Breath of Fire is Konami. Super Ghouls and Ghosts is Konami. So, obviously, they're going to be a little more open with the companies that they partner with on this, and that's really exciting. Yeah, I just hope it takes a little bit longer to get into the bad games. What I would be interested to see, though, would be maybe 6 months down the line, Game Boy games. And yeah, a lot of Game Boy games are pretty rough. But they can easily loop in Game Boy Color games into that list as well. And then a year after that, maybe jump to Game Boy Advance and just milk the 2 of those for a while. Because there's plenty of games on all 3 of those systems to milk for a while, especially if they're doing a game or 2 a month. So yeah, I feel like that'd be easy enough to do. Hashtag Super Mario Land isn't that good. I mean, you're not wrong. I personally really do like Super Mario Land, but I fully understand your complaints. One of the biggest things I like about it is the fact you can beat it in like 30 minutes. And I like a lot of the interesting things, like the vehicle levels and stuff. And the soundtrack. The soundtrack is one of my main exceptions to not caring about game soundtracks. I fucking love the soundtrack. But if you don't beat it in one shot... Yeah, if you don't beat it in one shot, it's not really worth playing. Super Mario Land theme is pretty good. Oh, it's great. And then there's the water, or like the tropical tune. That's pretty good. Let's see if I can pull that up. I think that's the one I'm thinking of. Nope. That is absolutely not what I'm thinking of. Nope. Yep. Copyright ninjas. Yeah, they're gonna attack me. I'm gonna cut this out of the YouTube video. I'm thinking about doing a I was gonna say like a highlights reel, but for how disappointed I was, it'd be like 20 seconds long. Yeah, this is probably my favorite tune in the game. But yeah, there's a lot of things that Nintendo could do with the Nintendo Online that I'm really surprised they have not done yet. Ooh, one thing too. Fucking Tetris 99. I'm really glad to see that that's still getting worked on. I stopped playing about a week or 2 after it came out. But it's awesome to see it still going. It's getting themes. It is getting themes. Didn't it already have themes? Like, didn't it get themes like a couple of months ago? Support for that game is amazing to see. It is amazing. I would get the DLC, but they're also releasing a fucking physical copy of it. I'm gonna get that. I never got the DLC, so I don't know. Yeah, I didn't get the DLC either. Had no reason to. But yeah, it's awesome to see that it's getting a physical copy. I might buy it, but I don't know. I've been real bad about buying digital games on Switch, so we'll see. Well, not bad as in I haven't been buying enough. I've been buying way too many digital games. Because I wanted to buy more physical games, but I've been real lazy about it. Actually, I've been lazy about that on my other consoles, too. You have no SD card space. Well, what you gotta do, friendo, is get a 400 gig SD card like I have. Christ and laziness. Yeah, I feel that. How much storage do I have? I have 140 gigs left. See, I've got plenty of SD card space right now. But like I said, I have a fucking 400 gig card. Getting close, boy. I mean, by the time I fill it up, terabyte cards will be way cheaper. 140 is like 20 games. Yeah, I mean, it kind of is. I mean, I have to tone down my game buying anyways. So it'll take a while to fill that up. Now, if that was on PS4, that'd be one game. No, that'd be like 2 games. Fucking Red Dead 2. Yeah, it blew my mind how big of a fucking game that was. I still need to get around to playing it. But, well, playing it more. I played it a little bit when it came out and then stopped. Honestly, I've been real bad about that lately. Just playing a little bit and then stopping. I feel like such an adult. Just hope they put it on PC. I doubt it, but I'll wait. What amazes me is they didn't put Red Dead 1 on PC. I feel like that would have been a really good place to have it. But whatever the fucking deal is with Rockstar, I mean, yeah, I don't get what their garbage is. So now that that's over, gotta emulate that shit. How is 7th gen emulation going anyways? I haven't kept up on any of that. Did you see that MGS4 is bootable and kind of playable at 4K 60? Not perfect, but pretty cool. PS3 emulator is getting crazy. I did not see that about MGS4. It sounds vaguely familiar, though, so I might have heard it at some point. Yeah, PS3 emulator is getting crazy. Have they not been putting time into doing the, or like an Xbox 360 emulator? Because, I mean, I know MGS4 is PS3 exclusive, but I feel like a 360 emulator would be a lot easier to achieve. But I don't know, like I said, I haven't been keeping up on... There's a 360 emulator. I gotcha. But it's not progressing as fast. Oh, that's strange. Yeah, I figured that'd be way easier to work on. Still don't have an original Xbox emulator. That's right, I do know about that. Yeah, that one's strange that we still don't have one. Because, like, I'm really big on those. The Wii U emulator is basically perfect. Really. Yeah, I need to pay more attention to that shit. To be fair, I have everything, so I don't really need to emulate. Switch emulators go in places, but I'll still buy Switch games. Yeah, I like buying games. Actually, I bought the Spyro trilogy, or the Reignited trilogy on Switch. And I've made it very clear in the past that I'm not a Spyro fan. I mean, I like the games well enough. My girlfriend, though, she's in love with them. So, of course, you know, when I'm hanging out with her, I'll shit talk Spyro. And then she sees that I bought the fucking trilogy on Switch. She's like, why did you do that? I'm like, because I wanted to. Because I wanted to support what they were doing. Conform to the norm, bro. But I told her, like, I want to support the developer. I want to... Why did you do that? You hate money, of course. I do hate money. Money is the worst thing. I'm making a stand against capitalism. Yeah, it's like I want to support the developers. I want to support remakes like that because between the CTR remake, which I haven't even bought yet, Spyro and Crash, and now Medieval coming soon, like, that's fucking cool. I want more of those. Ooh, God, imagine one of Metal Gear Solid 1. There's a really well done remake like that. Oh. It's never gonna happen, but that'd be nice. That would be so nice. It's a shame that'll never happen. Just want the games on PC. I mean, honestly, if they were on PC, modders will make them look that good anyways. Give you so much money. I'd pay like $20 a game for them all on PC. Not that I would play them that much, but yeah, $20, that seems good for those. Okay, maybe 10 for MGS1, but 20 for 2 and 3. Like, I feel like that's a pretty good buy. Don't know if they'd be able to legally port MGS4, though. They'd have to modify it. They'd have to modify it quite a bit. Which I think that's part of the reason why they haven't done it yet. Because that takes more time and effort to do. Because they'd have to replace voice clips. They'd have to take care of 6-axis that as well. Probably have to take care of all the Apple logos they have in the game. Because for some reason they have a ton. Why can't they put it on the PS4? That, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why they can't put it on PS4. Forgot about Apple. I mean, honestly, that's not even a huge thing. It's just replacing a fucking texture. Or a few textures. But yeah, it'd be easy enough to put on PS4. I don't understand why they haven't done that. Because especially, too, they could give it the remaster treatment and make it run better, make it control a little smoother. I mean, yeah, it's kind of a no-brainer. Can't believe they haven't done that yet. Because when did that game come out? 2008? 2009? Yeah, jeez, that game's been out a decade. Fucking A. So yeah, it's the perfect time. 2008, yeah. Yeah, it's the perfect time to release it. It's been a fucking decade. And it'd be so easy to do. But no. MGS2 is 17 years old. That's right. Or is it 18? I think it's 18. I think it came out in 2001. Yep, 18. Well, almost 18. 18 in November. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting real fucking close. Sick PC speed. Yeah, super sick speed. Know your pain. There's a lot of pain. Life is nothing but pain. I'm going to close that. I think part of the reason I leave windows open all the time. I have those open, I got those open. I had Elgato open, I have Streamlabs open. The meme is real. Sans is coming to Smash. I hope not. I hope not. I'll steal copies of Smash Bros from my buddies and return them just so they get less money for them. Like, I will anti-buy the game. I don't understand the... Just a skin. How can he be a skin, though, if he's a skeleton? Sorry, that was stupid. Why? It was funny. You thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. So I bought Dark Souls Remastered on Xbox One. Okay, maybe a little. It was funny. But I bought Dark Souls Remastered on Xbox One. So I'm going to boot that up and maybe stream it a little bit so I can actually justify the purchase. Stop buying Dark Souls. It's not a problem. It's really not. I can stop anytime I want. It's like Skyrim. Okay. With Skyrim, I only bought it new like 2 or 3 times. With Dark Souls, I actually try to support it. It's not that big of a problem. I don't have a problem, you have a problem. I just want Dark Souls 2 on Switch. I would honestly really love Dark Souls 2 on Switch. Like, yeah, it's my least favorite, but, like, I've been kind of having an urge to play it, and I hate having to sit here and play it. Like, I'd love to play it at work or something. MGS on Switch would be the best outcome, actually. Ooh, Metal Gear Solid on Switch. To Snake Eater. Hey, if you have a Vita, you basically have it. To be fair, who actually has a Vita? Well, except for me. Actually, I was thinking about playing that the other day. Forgot about the Vita. Everyone forgets about the Vita. Only got a PS TV for Persona 4 Golden. I want a PS TV, but they're fucking expensive now. Actually, hold on. Okay, I guess they're not that expensive, but they're a bit more than I was willing to pay. They're more than the fucking Vita was. You got yours for $60. I'd pay $60. I would easily pay $60. Oh, it says $30 on here, but they're out of stock. And it's GameStop. eBay. Oh, they've been discontinued for a little while. Okay, about $60. Yeah. Yeah, they've been discontinued for a little while now. Couldn't tell you exactly when. Ooh, yep, $60. Okay. It's one of those things, I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet on it at some point. Just fucking do it. Okay, why is this not working? I mean, you don't need it. I don't need it, but I want it. Yeah, actually, I mean, it would be kind of cool to review some, there we go. It would be kind of cool to review some, Vita games. Like, I'd love to review Freedom Wars. God, I miss Freedom Wars so much. To be fair, I don't think that game's even compatible on the PS TV, but I'd like to know. Still gotta finish DMC4. You're not going through all the characters, are you? Because honestly, it's only worth going through the Dante and Nero campaign. Only gonna do Nero and Dante. Yeah, those are the only ones that are really worth it. The virtual campaign is really good. I'm not even going to try to say otherwise. I stopped playing a mission or two before the Dante switch. Ooh, I'd keep going. Dante is really fucking fun. But yeah, Virgil, he's a really good character. But it's really hard to play his campaign because it's the exact same levels. You only play as Virgil, it's the exact same levels. So you play the levels twice with the exact same character in the same playthrough. It gets really, really hard. Like, I hate how poorly done DMC4 was. But Devilbringer. The Devilbringer is awesome. Makes it much easier, so you're probably right. Honestly, the Devilbringer is a really good fucking addition to Nero's moveset. Or not even addition, it's the integral part of his moveset. And there are some issues I have with it, like it gets very monotonous to use after a while, but having Snatch is really nice. That's what makes DMC5 so much better. I'm not going to go into any spoilers or anything, but the Robo Arm, the Devil Breaker, you can change it out for different ones, and it's super fucking nice, because it adds so much variety on the same button. Like, it's so awesome. Honestly, I don't think I could ever go back to Devil May Cry 4 unless I'm trying to play a little bit of Virgil. It's not just pressing O to grab. It's not. or doing big damage to a boss. There is an arm that replicates the functionality of the Devilbringer, which is fucking cool. But yeah, like there's the shock fist, and there's like a shock wave, and like rawhide. It's like a giant whip that whips around, and you can whip bigger enemies around with it. It's so awesome. Yeah, I love those games. Something I was really hoping for with the Direct was like all of the Devil May Cry games. That Dark Souls music. You know it. Yeah, I kind of wanted like all of the Devil May Cry games to be put on Switch. Not 5 for understandable reasons, but they could make 4 work pretty well. So it would have been nice to just be like, alright, Devil May Cry 1 did pretty good, here's all of them. 5 would melt the Switch. It would. And you know what they wouldn't do? They wouldn't redo 5 in like the 4 engine to make it run better. That would have been fucking cool, but they're not going to do that. Yeah, that's something I kind of hate about.
In the age of ancients,
yeah, it would be way too much effort. It'd be nice. Too much effort.
Shrouded by
for only one platform, exactly. Actually, hold on. I think a lot of people would want that. I actually just had an idea. They could very easily get that game to hit solid 60 FPS if they did that for every system. Maybe not Switch for understandable reasons. But that would be a nice alternative to people that are turned off by the fact that Devil May Cry 5 does not run at a full 60 on PS4 and Xbox One base models specifically. Cough cough, PC. You're not wrong. You are absolutely not wrong.
Then from the dark.
But also not everyone has a PC. Granted, if you're that uppity about frame rate, I imagine you do. But, I don't know, that was just my thought to kind of justify doing that for everything.
Need to.
I'm gonna go ahead and skip that. PC is the master race for a reason. I hate calling it that, but it's kind of true.
Yes, indeed.
I mean, it is true. There is a reason people call it that. I do genuinely hate, I hate gaming on my PC. Because I find it inconvenient just due to the fact that my computer doesn't run great. I'm usually doing other stuff on it. I run out of storage really easily. For me, 9 times out of 10, games don't really work all that great for me.
To await the end of the world.
At least you don't have to pay for online. You're not wrong. But I also don't play online on PS4 or Xbox One either. I just take advantage of the free games.
This is your fate.
But yeah, I have a lot of issues with gaming on my PC. Some of them are my own fault, and technology fucking hates me. So I think consoles are just way more convenient for me, at least. But I do fully understand the benefit a lot of people get out of PCs. I mean, part of the reason I want to build a PC and move my laptop as a dedicated streaming recording build. Imagine those issues would be solved if you had the money to dump on it, but then again, money. Money's important. Yeah, I would love to make my laptop a dedicated recording rig so that I could use a fucking huge gaming desktop, run that through the Elgato, and get like the best quality footage no matter what. That'd be ideal. But money. A lot of money. And 1080p gaming is getting cheaper every year. Oh, it is getting cheaper. But for me, a big investment would be storage. Like that'd be a huge investment. Because the elitists want 4K and even 8K. I think 4K is excessive. I find zero purpose for it. But people like what they like. The only time I've found 4K to be of any benefit is watching nature videos. Aren't internal drives cheaper than external, or are they about the same? Don't understand 4K either. I think they're about the same. I could be mistaken, seeing as I only buy external drives, but you can pull them out of the cases to use them for internals, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess just with that, sure, it makes sense why they would cost a tiny bit more. Oh, I'm happy. I don't want to spend $1,000 on graphics cards. Yeah, I really don't either. I'm more than okay with my 1080p monitor. I mean, it's not amazing, it's not huge. Actually, for the desk, it's pretty big. But it has 2 millisecond response time, which is nice. And it has 2 HDMI ports, which is nice. Pretty happy about that. And it cost me like $100. So, yeah, I'm gonna stick with the $100 one and not the $1,000 one. Have a $260 graphics card and it's a beast in 1080p gaming. Oh, is it? I need to actually get around to like starting to purchase PC parts at some point. But I feel like if I do that, they'll become outdated by the time I get around to actually building it. Definitely start dumping money into that soon, though. Outdated in what way? Well, outdated in the way of it. Realistically, it'll be a couple of years by the time I get around to it. So there'll be bigger and better things that I'll need and want in my computer.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid.
I think we're past the peak of 1080p gaming. That's true. I don't want to listen to you. Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. We're way past the peak. I mean, even consoles are getting away from it. Unless you're Nintendo. But Nintendo's always kind of done their own thing. Actually, I do want to see it. What the specs are saying. I disagree. Only because of the fact that with a lot of the game consoles, the companies take a pretty big hit on the actual manufacturing of them. I'd say $500. Wait. Oh, I didn't pick up. Yeah, that explains it. I usually don't kill him. But yeah, I feel like $500. That's a pretty safe bet. I mean, we'll have to see. We will. I mean, that's coming. That's coming next year. Fuck. I mean, not that I can really complain. I've gotten a lot of use out of my PS4 and even my Xbox One, even though I play it far less. PS5 looks kind of grody, though. Oh, are you talking about the dev kit that was floating around? I mean, it's a dev kit. I'm not awfully worried about it. Plus, I don't look at my systems much anyways. They're kind of tucked to the side, so it's even more of a non-issue. Speaking of, I need to dust my game systems real bad. Looks like a fingerprint magnet. That's my issue. If they make it high gloss, I will be really upset. Because yeah, I have a problem with that too. That's honestly my biggest complaint about my Spider-Man PS4 Pro. It's very high gloss. And like, sure, it's red, it's not black, so it is harder to see the fingerprints, but they're noticeable. They're fucking noticeable.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
What I wonder is if it will be backwards compatible with all previous systems. I know that's kind of the rumor going around that it'll be backwards compatible as far back as PS1. That would be really nice. If it's not, then I'll be disappointed yet again. Yeah, there's no reason for it not to be, especially with the specs that they're saying it'll be. Because one of the biggest issues behind backwards compatible PS3 is the fact that they used a really weird system configuration for it. Both sufficiently powerful hardware, that's kind of a non-issue. Plus, it could also be like what Microsoft does with their Xbox and Xbox 360 games. Specifically release versions of the games are accessible through the disc that are improved on the Xbox One. Anyway, it would just be way too easy to do. If they didn't do that, there'd be a problem. Especially, too, because I feel like Microsoft would go balls deep on that again. I've seen games that work on a 360 and an Xbox One. It is nice. All my footage for SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom was recorded on my Xbox 360. And it was nice. Granted, I would have preferred to record it on my PS2, but I also wasn't able to have my PS2 work down here. But I got another one that works just fine down here for some reason. I don't know. Fucking weird tech garbage. I assume it's probably an interference issue. But, yeah, it's nice being able to easily play those older games on current systems. Speaking of Battle for Bikini Bottom, have you seen any of the footage for Rehydrated? Shit looks good. Looks moist. You have seen it. Yeah, I think shit looks fucking awesome. Really excited for Destroy All Humans remake. That's right, I forgot about that. Yeah, I did. I forgot about that. Wow. I'm honestly kind of excited for it too. I never got a chance to actually play the original. With all these remakes going around, why can't we get new games in the series? Because that takes too much effort. Yeah, I mean, it takes way more effort to... Not depression, man. He deserved it. He looked at me wrong. But he's too innocent. He's a dick. That's exactly why he deserves to die. He's a dick. But yeah, it's just easier to remake a game, which I fully understand, especially too for like THQ Nordic. I feel like they need money, so that's kind of why they're doing that. I mean, I know why Darksiders 3 didn't really set the world on fire for them. Oh, damn. Carried too early. I mean, I liked Darksiders 3, but I can fully agree it was not great. I mean, hell, I took like a month break from it, and when I came back, I'm like, oh, this is why I stopped. Ooh, that's right, we didn't see any of that. Supposedly, Darksiders 2 is getting released on Switch sometime in the near future. I'm both really excited for that, and also concerned. Because Darksiders 2 runs like garbage on the Xbox One. It does run a little bit better on the PS4. But yeah, it runs real rough on Xbox One. And seeing as the Switch is even weaker than that, yeah, that makes me a little concerned. Ports just suck. I like ports. I like being able to play older games on newer systems. But I do understand that it does lead to a lot of frustration because there's nothing new. In terms of performance... Some of them are good, others are rough. I mean, Dark Souls Remastered, beautiful port. And it's even pretty nice on Switch too. Like, sure, it's motherfucker, not 60 FPS, but it's more solid than fucking it originally was. Alright, I'm gonna mute it for a bit. You can fuck off and do whatever. I have a phone call. So I'll probably just leave it up though.